Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today, we're going to review the WM Watch 175M. Let's start out with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Top Hill TL025G, and Greg was wearing my Feel Never CY1302. I just reviewed that watch, so if you haven't seen the review yet, and a lot of you haven't, it's been a real dud. Be sure to check it out. Grogu said that Han Solo and Princess Leia were eating at a local diner, and the waitress smiled at Han. Han looked at Leia and said, "Be careful, I think the waitress is into me." She said, "Oh, that's right. I forgot that all the waitresses in town are into you, and none of them would just be being friendly for a tip." He looked embarrassed with her really loud sarcasm. A lady at the table next to them said, "I'll have what she's having." All right, let's take a look at the watch. It comes in this plastic container. That's pretty common to steel dives and other watches, which was kind of surprising because every other WM watch or Welly Merck watch I've had has come in this little travel pouch thing. So that's kind of different. Not that it's a big deal. It's just those little travel pouches were kind of nice and I really liked them. Unfortunately, I don't have one with me to show you if you've never seen my one of my videos, but just look at my backlog and look at another WM watch and you'll see what the pouch looks like. But here it is. Isn't that a good looking watch? I like this watch. It looks great. Yeah, it's kind of a big watch, but it's a really nice looking watch, and I've been very pleased with it. So let's take a look at it. Another WM watch on my channel. WM Watch has sent me watches before, but this one I bought from AliExpress, so WM Watch had no involvement in this review. This watch is an homage to a Grand Seiko diver. At Grand Seiko, even their tool watches must be elegant, and this is indeed a stunning looking timepiece. WM Watch used to be called Welly Merck, but they rebranded when Jody from Just One More Watch told them he hated their name. Personally, I preferred Welly Merck as it has a certain ring to it that WM Watch is missing. This watch only comes in two colorways. I chose the blue dial with black bezel. I usually prefer an all blue, but on this one, the black really works. There's also black on black. When one thinks Grand Seiko Diver, one often thinks of a deep violet, but that is not available in this watch. The watch is 42.9 millimeters if you measure at the bezel, but 44 millimeters if you measure at the case. So this is indeed a big watch. But it's only 47 millimeters lug to lug, which is a really short lug to lug considering the size, but it does have protruding end links, so that makes it stick out a little bit more. And it's only 12 millimeters thick. It sure looks thicker than 12, but no, I measured it. And I think a lot of it is due to this case back being so thin. It has a 22 millimeter lug width, and it tapers down to 20 at the butterfly clasp. It weighs 170 grams on the supply bracelet with one link removed. Yes, you heard that right, one link. So if you have a big wrist, you better ask for more links. Then we have the bezel. The bezel, it said aluminum in the specs, but this sure looks ceramic to me. And it's 120 click, and the action is really good. It's just stiff enough, but not too stiff, no back play. But unfortunately, it doesn't line up exactly. It's a little bit to the right, but not enough to be annoying. And then we have the dial. We have a Rehot chapter ring with the minute markers. And then we have a sunburst dial. Has a nice sunburst effect. I like it. I like this deep blue. We have the WM Watch logo up top, and then it says automatic 200 meters on the bottom. And then we have the indices. We have this big triangle at the 12, batons at the 3, 6, and 9, and dots everywhere else. And then we have the hands. We have an arrow minute hand and a cathedral hour hand, and they look really nice. And then we have the second hand, which has a loomed lollipop counterbalance. And then we have a date at the 4, which is unusual. Usually you have a date at the 3 on a watch like this. They usually only do that for chronographs. But I like it. I think it's fine. One nice thing about this is you don't lose the 3 o'clock baton. but really happy with the dial. I think it looks really nice. Then we have a side screw down crown, and the thread action is just fine. You don't feel a lot of resistance when you unscrew it. And then when you go to screw it back down, it catches right away and you don't feel like you're going to strip it. Then we have the crystal sapphire. I tested it, and it has AR coating. It does a good job of not reflecting. You only really see light when I hit it directly. So that's good. And then we have the case. The case is wonderful. Nicely brushed, polished chamfered edges. The lugs slope down nice. Really good shape to it. Been really happy with this case. This big watch doesn't wear big. And then we have the case back. The case back's a display case back. Says automatic movement, water resistant, 20 ATM. Then it says all stainless steel. And this is a screw down case back. And once again, the case back's really thin. So it helps that's what keeps this watch at 12 millimeters. Otherwise, it would be a lot thicker. And it lets the watch wear nice and flat on the wrist. So I really like this case back. Underneath the case back is the Miyota 8215 movement. This is 21 joule, 3 hertz movement that hand winds. And some of them hack, some of them don't. I can't remember if this one does. Yeah, this one hacks. So lately the 8215s have been a hacking movement. So that's nice. It means you can set it accurately. And it has about a 40-hour power reserve, and it has a unidirectional rotor, meaning it spins in one direction freely. So let's go ahead and put it on the Timegrapher and see how it's doing. Here it is on the Timegrapher, and as you can see, it's running really accurate. -2 seconds, -1 second. So yeah, very good accuracy there. We have a lot of beat error though, 0.5 milliseconds. That's why you see 2 lines on the screen. I have the lift angle set to 49, which is appropriate for an 8215. And so the amplitude's at 279, so that's a nice healthy amplitude. So yeah, this watch is running excellent. The bracelet is a 5-link, and it is not fully articulating. And we do have solid end links, but they are protruding, not inverted. And as you can see, because of the thinness there's kind of a little bit of flex there. We have push pins, not screw pins, and I'm perfectly fine with push pins. To me, they're just easier. Plus, they never come out on me. Plus, this watch did come with a sizing tool. Then we have a butterfly clasp. This is probably my only complaint on this watch is the butterfly clasp, because it means you have no micro adjust, because there are no half links either. And right now I'm wearing the watch a little loose, but if I remove another link, it'd be way too tight. So I'd rather have it a little loose than too tight. But it's a really nice looking, as you can see, these links here, the little thin links are polished and these are brushed. So it's a nice contrast, and it's just a good looking bracelet. Here's the watch at my 7.5-inch wrist. That really looks nice. And look how flat it wears. So yeah, this is a big watch, but it doesn't feel chunky. Unfortunately though, I only removed 1 link to fit on my wrist. So 7 3/4 is about the best you're gonna do without needing more links. So I'm hoping that you can contact the store you buy this from and ask for more links. I don't know. And I am wearing it just a hair looser than I would normally wear it, but since there are no half links, removing another link would make it way too tight. Here we are in the Lume room. Just wearing the watch for review purposes gave me hope that this one has some pretty good lume. Unfortunately, after closer inspection, we'll see that there is a serious shortcoming. As we speed up the time, we see a good burst of green C3. The indices are glowing like a torch, are doing quite well. Unfortunately, the other parts of the watch aren't doing near as well, including the hands and lume pip. It's the hands and lume pip that matter, and it is frustrating when we have great index lume without the hands to match. What do I like about this watch? It has stunning good looks. It sits nice and flat on the wrist because of this case back. It has great bezel action, and this AR-coated sapphire crystal does a good job of not reflecting. What are my gripes and groans? The hand loom seriously underperforms the indices. This butterfly clasp with no half links. The bracelet could be longer. I only removed one link to fit on my wrist. And I do miss the little travel pouch that used to come with these WM watches. Do I recommend this watch? Of course. Butterfly clasp aside, this is one of the nicer looking dive style watches I've reviewed since I started my channel. It has been a complete joy to wear, and it is reasonably priced. Well, thank you for watching my review of the WM Watch 175M, and I'll be back with another review or unboxing. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and if you like this watch, be sure to use my affiliate link and I'll get a tiny commission. But those tiny commissions do add up. And I'd like to thank my Members Choice members. Here they are, the few, the proud. And I should have a new Members Choice watch arriving any day now, and I'll be sure to publish an unboxing that only the members can see. Bye.